All right, let's dive right in. If you're a product manager, you already know the job market out there is, well, it's tough, super competitive. So in this explainer, we're going to break down how you can use AI. And I don't mean as some kind of gimmick, but as a real strategic partner to find that next great role. Let's get into it.
So let's just start by saying something that I think we've all felt at some point. You can be an absolutely exceptional product manager, shipping incredible products, leading teams, hitting all your goals, and yet the job search itself can be just soul-crushing. It feels so disconnected from your actual skills, right? It feels unfair, but look, it's a reality we've all got to deal with.
So why? Why is the PM job search so uniquely hard? Well, it really boils down to one word: ambiguity. The title product manager means something completely different everywhere you go. One company wants a mini CEO, another wants a project coordinator, and a third is basically looking for a business analyst. So what happens? You end up spending hours, literally hours, just trying to decode what they actually want before you can even think about applying.
Okay, so that brings us right into our first section, the PM job search grind. And yeah, we're going to talk about the uncomfortable truth of what it's really like trying to find your next role.
Just think about it for a second. 2+ hours. That's the average time for one single application. You've got to decode the job description, you've got to research the company, you have to tweak your resume again, and then you have to write a cover letter that doesn't sound like a robot. Do that a few times, and your whole week is gone. Burned out is a real thing, and it can hit you long before you even get to the interview stage.
So, naturally, I decided to treat this like any other product problem, and I want to walk you through my journey with AI. But look, this isn't going to be one of those perfect, polished, here's how I did it stories. This was messy. It was all about trial and error, figuring out what actually worked and what was just a waste of time. This is the real story.
So, my journey really started where probably a lot of you are right now, just drowning in the manual grind. My first attempts with AI were, frankly, embarrassingly basic. I was just copy-pasting job descriptions into ChatGPT and hoping for the best. The results were okay, but super clunky. The real breakthrough, the aha moment, was when I finally dedicated a weekend to building a massive master resume, a knowledge base of my whole career. And that is what unlocked the real game changer, creating my own custom AI assistant.
Okay, so you're probably hearing custom GPT and thinking it sounds complicated. Let's totally demystify this. All it is your own personal version of ChatGPT. You tell it what to do, what its job is, and you give it your own documents to learn from, like that master resume we just talked about. The best way to think about it? It's like having a specialized career coach on call 24/7 who already knows every single thing you've ever done in your career. No need to catch him up.
All right, so that's my story. Now let's shift gears and get into the practical stuff. I'm going to give you a 3-step playbook so you can build your very own AI-powered job search system. This is how you take back control.
The playbook is super simple, just 3 steps. First, we build that master resume. Second, we create your custom assistant. And third, we completely transform your workflow using it. That's it.
All right, step 1, building your master resume. Seriously, don't skip this. This is the foundation for everything else. It becomes your single source of truth. The mission here is to document every important project you've worked on, and you're going to use the STAR framework to do it. Now, here's a little hack I love. Use ChatGPT's voice mode on your phone. Just go for a walk and talk through your career. It feels way more natural than staring at a blank screen. But the most crucial part, and I can't stress this enough, is to quantify your impact for everything.
And here's a really simple but incredibly powerful way to frame those achievements. It's the impact formula. Accomplished X as measured by Y by doing Z. So instead of something vague like, I redesigned the onboarding, you get this. I accomplished a 25% improvement in user retention, as measured by a drop-off reduction from 60 to 35%, by leading a cross-functional mobile onboarding redesign. See the difference? It's not just what you did, it's the how and, most importantly, the result.
Okay, moving on to step 2, creating your custom assistant. And trust me, this is way simpler than it sounds. You literally just need 2 browser tabs open.
Here's how it works. In your first tab, you're going to get ChatGPT to do the heavy lifting. You literally ask it, write me a detailed set of instructions for an AI that will act as my personal PM career coach. Then you just tweak what it gives you. In your second tab, you open up the Create a GPT page, copy and paste those instructions you just refined, and then, here's the magic part, you upload that master resume file. Boom, that's its brain. You're done.
And now we get to step 3,
And this is where the whole game changes. Your workflow is no longer about the miserable, tedious task of just writing applications. Instead, you're having these really high-level strategic conversations with your AI. You're analyzing roles, finding the perfect experience to highlight, and even doing mock interviews.
So what's the result? Well, look at this. We're talking about a massive shift. That 2-hour-plus grind per application, it's down to about 30 minutes. But honestly, the time savings, as amazing as they are, weren't even the biggest benefit for me. The really cool part was how my AI assistant would find connections in my own career that I had totally missed. It was like getting a fresh perspective on my own story.
Okay, but I need to give you a really crucial warning here. This is not about cheating the system or faking it. The whole point is to use AI to prepare you, not to give you lines to parrot in an interview. Believe me, recruiters and hiring managers can spot an inauthentic AI-generated answer from a mile away. Use this system to sharpen your stories and find the best way to tell them, not to have it tell them for you. Your real experience is what matters.
All right, let's zoom out for a minute, because learning this stuff, it's about way more than just hacking the job search. This is about adapting to a huge shift in what it even means to be a product manager right now.
The PM role is fundamentally changing. We're shifting from being coordinators to being creators. We're moving from being dependency managers to being autonomous builders. Instead of just facilitating a process, we're becoming rapid experimenters. Think about it. With AI tools, you can prototype an idea, analyze a data set, or test a hypothesis all by yourself this afternoon. You don't have to wait in line for another team. The bar for what a PM can do has been raised, for sure.
So where do you start with all this? The most important thing is to just start. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. So let's make it super concrete. Here's your plan to get going, like right now.
Here is your action plan. Simple. Step 1, this weekend. Block out a few hours and build that master resume knowledge base. Just get it done. Step 2, next week. Build your first custom GPT. I promise it takes way less time than you think. And step 3, sometime this month, I want you to take one of those product ideas that's been sitting in the back of your mind and actually use AI to build a quick prototype. Go for it.
And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. This whole thing, it's not really about the job search in the end. It's about becoming a more creative, more effective, more autonomous product builder. So the question I have for you is this. What's that one product hypothesis, that one little idea you've had forever that you could finally test out now that you have these tools at your fingertips?